Alright, but like I'm telling Numbskull, when you eat, say you got a dirty dish, you can sit it there for maybe a day, right? If you get sidetracked and don't clean it up right away. But how dirty is the dish? Is it so dirty that it's gonna cause coronavirus? No. Coronavirus? No, no. That's insane. That ain't what causes the virus. It's when you come into contact with a human being who has the virus, who might think it the flu, and is treating it like it's the flu instead of the coronavirus. And that's why it's spreading. You're denying you have the coronavirus, but it's not the flu. It's similar to the flu. I know. Now, another thing the senator out of Georgia meant, and I'm not pro or con him either, but another thing about the coronavirus is it has symptoms similar to the flu. Osloff, right? Both of you got to realize that, though. Whoever wins the election, right, you got to help us deal with this as your citizens, right? Both the poor and the rich, so David, right? And again, that's the point too, right? Though, like I said, I understand we might need to switch our stock markets, and you were smart to do that. I don't think that's a dumb idea there. Hey, hey. Didn't Hunter Biden also get a little deal out of another foreign national, but his father was in the office of the vice president? Okay. That's called using your head in business, usually, right? Right. But you do it, the Democrats all over you, like Biden's son didn't do nothing wrong having to deal with Ukraine. But wait a minute, that's a foreign national too. You can't do that while your father's in office either. That's the whole point and everything. And if we start counting the pennies before they piled up, and start trying to pay a bill and we don't know how many pennies we have to pay the bills, and you're gonna start spending before you have accumulated what you need to pay the bill, and that can be a problem too. And don't tell me you don't understand what I mean. If you've failed economic class, I guess you don't. But we're talking about the economy and what's fueling the economy, right? What seems to be fueling our economy is entertainment. I know, right? By the way. Right, right. And of course, buying things we need to buy and sell, right? Now, like I told you, though, computers ain't 100% the answer, nor is AI, right? Nor is doing something stupid before you know how it really works, right? You want to rush into things blindly, man. And that's why Thor lost his right eye. Odin, too. In the Marvel movies, right? That's what we need. Sometimes you don't want to see the truth, right? It's your fault a lot of these things are going on, man. You're trying to rule the world and run the world. Now, another problem is you're running it so badly, no one wants to listen to you either. You're like the mean in Robin Hood, right? You only care if the rich has, not the poor. That ain't what the thing means, right? When it talks about the talent and the guy who had the one talent not using his talent either. But what is Jesus showing you? Cruelty, right? But why? Because Satan is the God you're following and he's the cruel God. Not Jesus. Not Jesus. Right. Uh-huh. So, anyway. So, Avengers has in-game on tonight. I mean, TNT has in-game on tonight. Right? And see, after this, Captain Marvel came out, right? Which, she's kind of a prequel to all this, but separate in her own right. If you know what I mean. Right? She can kind of stand alone or be part of Infinity Wars, but that's why she's definitely in game, right? Though this kind of is backwards, of course. It's still, one came out in the theater first and then in game, right? Which was Captain Marvel, right? But it's about her rank as an Air Force captain flying the plane. Yep, she's a captain. Not as in a captain in the Navy who captains the ship. hmm Though she would be a lieutenant if she was a Navy pilot, right? You understand? but anyway, it's alright. It's alright. Where can you go to find you some adventure? Learn about technology. And, uh-oh, they're doing help. Pow! I'm throwing in the other guards. Right. anyway. Now, the whole point here, though, is like I said, we all are a little different about how we clean up our house. Now, another thing men want to fight about with their women is keeping the house clean. Right? Well, like I said, right? You can't realize what she's dealing with. She's not just dealing with cleaning the house. She's also chasing your child all over the house who's acting like a maniac. And she don't know if she married the son of Satan himself sometimes. Because that's what you're acting like, the son of the devil. yeah. yeah. And some women act like the daughter of the devil himself. And not always the angel in white, ladies. you hear the song by the Eagles? I've been searching for the daughter of the devil himself. I've been looking for an angel in white. But again, I've been looking for a woman who's a little of both. But that means you want a freak in the bedroom and a lady in the streets, right? yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. but, what are you doing for her when she's bearing your offspring? Bitching, complaining, house ain't clean, honey. Clean the house, please. Stuff like that. Well, she'll clean it when she's good goddamn ready, so shut the fuck up. right? Excuse my French there. but see, I'm listening to both sides, the males and the females, the Jews and Gentiles, bond and the free trade. And trying to help us all come up higher and realize we're our own worst enemy when we make our neighbor our enemy who we don't even know. I don't know. And so what if the Gentile eats pork? Why did Moses tell the Jews not to eat pork? Well, for some reason, he's just telling them, hey, don't eat this meat. he can't tell the Gentiles not to eat it, but he can sure as hell tell you, and you sure as hell won't eat it. That's okay for you, right? Maybe he's trying to save some of the pigs and don't want you to eat it as much. or at all. I don't know. Maybe he don't like how the pig squealed when you're trying to kill it. it knows you're trying to kill it and it tries to run away from your ass, right? Unlike the sheep, though, this ain't any better, right? It's dumb before it shears. It don't do nothing because it trusts you. Maybe even blindly. Blindly. But even a pig, though, knows when you're trying to kill it. It senses a different spirit about you. It's not as dumb as a sheep or an ox sometimes. or a cow or whatever, right? And then they got the Hindus who won't eat cow or pig, right? I guess. I don't know. Mainly eat chicken, though. Everybody eats chicken, I think. Right. But again, maybe there's a reason. Say there's a shortage of beef in the future. We'll cut back on the beef a little bit. Same with the pig. Same with the sheep. And then chicken. Mm-hmm. What if we have to go to an all vegetable diet or something one day? Mm-hmm. Right. You never know, do you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You gotta figure something out for you. As I'm trying to figure something out for me, right? To make it in this strange new world our forefathers left to us, where we have freedom of speech on one side, but copyright infringement, which cancels out freedom of speech, on the other, yet everything has fair use. And do you really own everything you're trying to own? Can you own the rays of the sun? No, but you can sing about it. But how do you know there's radiation coming from the sun, which is the sun's beams of light, right? Science told you that, which is true. See, God don't deny any truth, only the lie is your problem. Which is to confuse you that you're right in something when you're wrong. Right. ZZ Top there. But whatever.